Is lease option a scam? My name is Kris Krohn. I've done thousands of real estate deals, and today I want to expose lease option for what it is. And I'm also going to compare it to something I created called compassionate financing. In fact, it's very similar to a lease option, but it doesn't have the predatory nature that lease option does. Years ago, I wrote this book. It's called The Strait Path to Real Estate Wealth. It's moved over 50,000 copies and has made many individuals millions of dollars. And it's all about something I created called compassionate financing. It's a version of lease option, but unlike anyone I've seen before. To really understand lease option, whether this is a good or a bad thing, let me first help you understand what it is, because some of you might not even know. You're just trying to research and understand it. So here's the quick of it. A lease option is essentially when the owner of a property has a property, and instead of just renting it out, they're actually going to put a family in the home that has an intention of buying it. So technically, it's a form of what's called seller financing. That is a broader umbrella that means I'm trying to find a way to take this property and move it in less conventional means and circumstances. So I'm going to find a family, and when they come into my home, I am going to collect a down payment from them. I'm going to charge them higher rents, and then they're going to have a period of time for them to actually buy this house. Now, the benefit to the family that's actually leasing it is they're doing a lease option in the first place because they probably can't qualify with a bank traditionally, and they want to still have a place they can call home. They don't want to rent. They want a home that can really be theirs, they can settle in, or they want a home that they can have as a home, but if they need to move because the job might take them somewhere, the military or whatever it is, they need to have the flexibility that they could move. So that is really inherently what a lease option is. Let's talk about why it gets such a bad name. I know people out there, when I started learning this, I was surprised that what some people will do, their goal is to collect the biggest down payment they possibly can on a person that probably will not qualify to buy the house. And that's what you call predatory. That means they're intentionally not trying to collect $3,000, $5,000, $7,000. They're looking for $20,000, $50,000. I saw this one small home, someone put $50,000 of hard-earned cash on it. And that was their down payment, and they were given 12 months to be able to qualify. Well, friend, I just want you to understand that some people, they can't fix their credit that fast. Or there's a big risk if they don't fix it in time, because if they can't buy that house, they're going to get kicked out. And guess what happens? They're 50 grand. It's going to get forfeited. So you can see why some people want to expose lease option, because there are some people that abuse it and they do the wrong thing with it. Let me help you understand what compassionate financing is. When I wrote this book, The Strait Path to Real Estate Wealth, it made an argument for lease option, but said it needs to be done different and it needs to be changed. One of the first core things that it does is it says, instead of collecting these wild big down payments, we're going to collect $3,000, $5,000, $7,000, and in some extreme cases, $10,000 as a down payment. That's really what's more natural. That's really what's more normal. You'll find there's more people that can come in on that scenario, and then we will bump the rates, but the more they put down, the lower the rate's going to be. Now, usually that's the first difference, is that we're going to give them a more reasonable down payment. The second thing is contract length. As a minimum, I give people 24 months on a contract. Now, you need to understand, some people won't make their payments. You might need to get them out of a contract. So there's a review after even 12 months that if they haven't kept their nose clean, that there's a way to pull them out of that contract. Sure, we're going to be smart and protect the investor because they're providing a really valuable service to this family. When a family goes to buy these homes, I got to tell you, it's amazing. It's like the best feeling. So we're going to give them a longer base contract. We're going to ask for less of a down payment. And then the next thing that we're going to do is when they go to buy the home, the bank is actually going to still require some type of down payment. We can get around that if the investor is showing a credit that they've actually been building a down payment. So what I do is I say, when you make your payments on time, we're going to take a portion of that payment and we're going to credit it towards what your future down payment will be. And it's an incentive for them to make their payments on time. I have them make their payment by the 25th because the bank says my payment's due on the 1st and late on the 15th. So now everyone's in the mode of, we're in it to win it. Here's my down payment. I'm making my payments on time, and I'm doing that because it's working towards my ability to buy this house. The last thing is that when I'm communicating with this family, I'm encouraging them to do whatever they need to with banks and credit to actually be able to qualify, to be able to buy the home. That's the compassionate component. It's the one that says, I want you to win. I want you to buy this home. Now, predatorially, what people in lease option will do versus compassionate financing is they want to kick a family out and put a new family in. I actually don't. Obviously, I actually want them to buy the home because I'm going to unload a whole lot of free money that I can use to what? Buy more. The goal isn't to hold the home forever anyway. And so I want you to understand it is actually more profitable to treat people fairly. It is sustainable to treat people fairly. What these knuckleheads are doing out there, they're preying upon people. That's just wrong. And you know what? You can probably abuse anything on this planet with the wrong intention. Shift that intention, move into something like compassionate financing, and it's going to change your entire strategy, your game, and the way that you play. Now, my friend, if you do want access to the most lucrative way of doing compassionate financing, all you have to do is actually click the link below. You're going to get a chance to read some valuable information, see what people are experiencing, and then talk to a member of my crew. Let them break down for you exactly what it looks like for me to be your mentor, work with you, give you the contracts, give you the training, and really get you going. Last thing I want you to understand is that people have paid me a lot of money over the years to get that information. I'm at a place in my life now where I want to help as many people as possible. You are going to have to put some skin in the game, but it's going to be this big. This is more about empowering you to go out there and help families. Compassionate financing, the more of you watching this that I can help get out there and supply this very much needed option to families that are out there. I've seen it firsthand. I know what they're looking for, and I'm still doing a couple hundred deals every single year. So I want you to know that I've set all those tools and resources out there available to help you go out there and crush it and win. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. If it was useful, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you do subscribe and ring that bell if you want to be notified every day about the next video coming out. Because here's my goal. If you are a subscriber for 365 days and watch 365 videos, I'm hoping to download into your mind the mind of millionaires and billionaires, people that have gone on to achieve so much, create so much wealth. It's a powerful form of mentoring. Clicking the link and working with my team is the let's take action stage. But until then, get as much learning as you possibly can. We'll see you tomorrow.